James on the drive!
LeBron James is a living legend who will be, as much as we hate it, retiring in a few years, which makes everyone wonder which one of his two rising star basketball-playing sons will be able to carry his monumental legacy.
He's number one on my list that I want to play with for sure.
You want him to beat you?
You think?
Nah, he can't beat me.
This is not only the story of a fierce brotherly competition, but one of family, love, and kindness. Let's get right into it.
I asked him, I said, what you want to do with this? Like you want to get to the pros? What you want to do? He's like, yeah. I said, why? He said, because I want to make a name for myself.
LeBron James is a household name that is synonymous with basketball genius. The man who carries this name was born on December 30th, 1984 in Akron, Ohio. Born to a 16-year-old Gloria James, the two constantly struggled to maintain a roof over their head and survived solely on welfare. LeBron's childhood struggles really deserve a separate video, but something good also happened during that time when LeBron's coach, Frank Walker, noticed that LeBron had something extraordinary within himself. Frank made him join school sports. Although LeBron started from football, by the age of 9, he had already picked up basketball. By 13, the basketball prodigy was already a 6-foot-tall athlete who led the Summit Lake Hornets to victories both in state and national tournaments. And when he reached 16, he had already graced the cover of one of the most valuable and coveted sports magazines, Sports Illustrated. LeBron became the first high school basketball underclassman to do so. LeBron's mere mention created a sparkle in the NBA franchise owners' eyes because the whole world had their bets on him.
Show the world what you can do.
And what followed? I guess I don't need to tell you. The rest, as they call it, is history.
Here comes LBJ!
After a masterful career, countless awards and honors, and a definite soon-to-be Hall of Famer, the question arises, who can possibly continue his unparalleled legacy? The NBA royalty couple, LeBron and Savannah James, have 3 lovely, talented, and beautiful children. 18-year-old LeBron James Jr., better known by his affectionate nickname, Bronny. 15-year-old Bryce Maximus, and 8-year-old Zhuri Nova. It is public knowledge that both of LeBron's sons have ambitions to follow their father's lead.
To James!
And LeBron, who is a dad as great as he is a basketball player, is always there to support both of them with their journeys.
And seeing Bryce continue to grow, it's been unbelievable. It's been an unbelievable summer, and just seeing their growth both as basketball players, but most importantly as young men.
In fact, LeBron, who is 38 right now, has repeatedly mentioned that before retirement, he wishes to play with his son Bronny on the court. But that will only be possible 2 years later when Bronny becomes NBA eligible. Before we dive deeper, be sure to leave a comment and write what you think about our content and what kind of videos you want to see in the future. It will help us improve. And of course, like and subscribe. So to explore the big question, which James Jr. will be able to carry the humongous legacy left by their father? Now, this is a wholesome sibling rivalry that the whole world is interested in right now. Let's try to draw a comparison and see which of them are closer to their insane goal of becoming their father, or perhaps even superseding him. Who knows? Beginning with Bronny, who is 18 years old, already 6'3", and is currently playing at point guard and shooting guard positions. 20 years after LeBron was put on the cover of Sports Illustrated, titled as The Chosen One, Bronny and Bryce were featured on the very same magazine cover, with the title Chosen Sons. Ever since the publishing of that cover, it was only a natural question asked by all sports fans whether these boys have actually won their place on the cover or they're just trying to share their father's NBA royalty. Looking at the archives of the James family, it's very clear that Bronny has been training for the NBA since the time when the cute little prospect could only speak words like mama and dada. Bronny would also frequently accompany his father and try to play around the court before the game started. But soon enough, in 2014, Bronny started playing basketball in his school, and by 2015, Bronny led his Gulf Coast Blue Chips AA team to a 4th grade championship. And it was nothing short of crazy when the 10-year-old started receiving college scholarships at that age. After 2018's Blue Chips winning the John Lucas All-Star Weekend title, Bronny had to move a couple of times, and before long, he joined Sierra Canyon for his freshman year of high school, where he made his high school debut in 2019, scoring 10 points off the bench in an easy victory against Montgomery High School. Soon, he got the chance to play his big match against St. Vincent St. Mary, which is interestingly the high school from where LeBron was picked for the NBA. Bronny was named the MVP of that game, which was a proud moment for his father, who was present there.
Bronny James with the best performance of his young high school career.
Playing among other skilled students there, Bronny wasn't able to get a leading position early on, so he worked on his on-ball defense instead. A lot of his peers agreed that he was an exceptional perimeter defender. He has significantly improved his off-ball movement. For his junior year, he mastered his off-ball scoring, making solid three-pointers. But right now, he still needs to work on driving through attack, and considering his growing physique, he will soon be able to achieve that attacking quality. His agility, his seamless use of both hands look promising, but they can only work well when he refines his handling skills, because that is an area that really needs improvement. A good thing about Bronny's playing style, one that he's often praised for by the critics and the commentators, is that he's an excellent team player whose game is never selfish.
There's Bronny James, foul line jumper goes in, and Bronny James has his first 2 points of the night.
He already has the maturity of knowing when to make the pass, finding the right open man, a thing that is rather rare for players playing at his young age. Even though this game maturity is sometimes seen as too un-LeBron-like, it is still considered an asset for any team he chooses to play for.
Bronny James ahead of the pack. It's a Bronny banger.
To summarize Bronny's prospects based on his current performance, I would refer to the NBA veteran Thaddeus Young, who said that Bronny is really solid, but probably not the elite of the elites, but he's athletic, he's strong, he plays defense. I do love his game. Bronny has plenty of time to develop his game to become a solid pick for the NBA draft in 2024. But whatever happens, I can't wait for the day to see the father-son duo on the NBA court at the same time. But enough about the big brother. Let's take a look at how the younger one is doing on the school courts. 15-year-old Bryce James, who is already taller than his bigger bro at 6'6", is nothing short of a young beast on the court. Bryce was born in 2007, right when LeBron was playing that year's NBA Finals and was busy trying to make a comeback for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To quote some of the recent comments, Bryce could soon surpass his brother as a prospect.
Bryce is catching my eye. All of a sudden, he's becoming a thing. His athleticism looks a little more explosive to me than Bronny's does.
Bryce has already built a name for himself within the school team, and he's already received a D1 scholarship offer from Duquesne University. Bryce also made waves on social media when videos of his younger self playing were circulating around.
Oh my.
But can Bryce take on his brother in the game? Let's dive a little deeper. Since Bryce is already 3 inches taller than Big Bro and has a wider wingspan, it gives him a tactical advantage in attack.
There goes Bryce! Here we go!
And at handling rebounds better.
Running for 3 off the rim. Bryce picks it up!
Bryce's basketball shooting skills are widely praised. His targets are very accurate. In fact, he's so good that LeBron himself said that Bryce is the best shooter in their household. He's still too young to have a strong body frame, which is how he's unable to overpower his opponents yet. But as his growth continues, if he works to build on some muscle, like his father, he can become a perfect replica of his father's offensive, attacking presence on the court. Currently, he can be called more of a stretch forward center, but he is also working on his guarding abilities. With his growing confidence, skills, and shooting accuracy, he can soon dominate all of his fellow players and probably even his brother when the time comes. Bryce will be eligible for the NBA draft in 2026, so it pretty much comes down to how hard he's willing to work.
What is up, guys? And my name is Zhuri.
But enough enough of the brotherly basketball competition, let's talk a bit about their baby sister, Zhuri James, who is already 8. Man, time really flies, I'll tell you. Zhuri was born in 2014, a year after the NBA royalty couple's marriage. She often appears in public whenever there's an event her parents are attending, like when she attended that fashion show in 2020.
And then you're gonna see the cool fashion show. I can't wait.
Or when she was at the premiere of her father's new movie, Space Jam: A New Legacy. She is very much interested in fashion and design. And if we're talking about who gets to be Daddy's #1 champion, I think that's a match Bronny and Bryce might never be able to win. Because LeBron loves his daughter, so much that he's even declared her the baby princess of the house. And I don't think Bryce or Bronny can ever achieve that with any number of NBA championship wins. LeBron often takes to Instagram to wish her the most beautiful, cute birthdays I've ever seen. She also runs a wholesome YouTube channel with her mother doing natural hairstyles, performing yoga, painting, decorating cakes, and much more. Both Bronny and Bryce have great potential, and while it may look like there's a fierce competition between the brothers, for LeBron, they're both equally important and loved.
Because I see myself in them.
When it comes to supporting his children in their ambitions, LeBron has not only said it, but has truly followed up on his words, because he is a great, responsible father. And even after his illustrious career spanning numerous awards and honors, one of his most personal wishes is to play alongside his sons on the NBA court before he finally retires.